Everybody, it's the Mobile Home Mama out here, and it's Friday again. I feel like I was just doing a video and it was Friday, so here we go again. It's the end of the week. I hope you all had a great week. Let's knock out a couple things before we get started with this tour. Like and subscribe if you like the videos that I produce, and also please remember that what you see in individual houses, you can do pretty much in anything. I try to focus on the options and the colors and the upgrades so that you can come up with a good plan for the perfect home for you. So if you like it, please hit the subscribe button. Do me a favor, that helps me out a lot. And also we have an open house September the 19th where we're going to showcase all the new homes that will be here for the next 18 months. And we are going to have some amazing deals that day. So just one last big shebang before we settle down and hibernate for the winter. Just kidding. We do work hard in the winter also, but we get to breathe a little easier. Here we go, a 16 by 76 Caborn. And this is actually the third house I jumped in because I didn't see anything. I was like, meh, the other two. But here, I can always tell when somebody does things to the outside exterior, I know they're going to do something to the inside. So I stopped at this baby and I've so far just peeked my head inside, but here we go. This is an end elevation, a single wide elevation. We've got olive green on the color and then some Dover white shake to highlight. Kind of looks like an H with an extra, there. And, it just gives it a nice look. I can tell it's going to a park because it says lot 143. I don't know where that is, somewhere in America. And then I know there's a package because we've got two lights on the hitch end. Let's talk about some things. Let's see what they've got going on. I haven't even looked yet, but this is a Tyvek weather wrap, and underneath here, storm board sheathing is the standard, which does have the energy efficiency. However, it is not hard like an OSB is. So the benefit of having an OSB wrap, one, it's going to make your house more energy efficient, but two, it's going to give it a structure, if that makes sense. If you can see what I'm doing with my hand, a nice, even, flat structure going all the way around the home. Sometimes with that storm board sheathing, because it is very flexible, that also will make the siding a little wavy and flexible as well. So if I'm gonna help you build your home, I'm gonna recommend that we do a full OSB wrap for many different reasons, the reasons that I just talked about. This is the hitch. It's always 4 feet. Back in the day, they used to count this as part of the size. So now the longest single wide you can get is a 76, but back 20 years ago, they would have called this an 80. This is bolted on, and when the home is delivered, it will be rolled right onto your foundation by the transport team. If it's a slab or if it's piers, if it's a full block foundation, they would park it right beside so that it can be rolled onto the foundation. But you choose the foundation. We don't care what you put it on. These homes are foundation ready. So if they were sitting down in a block crawl space type of deal, this would sit right on top of the concrete. And what that is that's the base of the home here with the solid steel frame underneath. And that is bolted to that at the outriggers going all the way down the home. So that's how that happens. On the outside here, we've got a water spigot. That's standard. Water spigot and electrical is standard on the front of the home, optional to add to the back. We've got some pier savers here. That means when you have these pier savers, it's going to support the door and also relinquishes you of having to put 2 extra piers here, which are about $275 a piece out in the field, when these pier savers are a lot less than that. We do have a 6-foot dormer over the door. That's for a couple reasons. That's for looks, and also maybe this customer wanted to add a porch coming out from the house. So there you have that. Some blue shutters, lots of many different options that you can do with shutters or lineal trims, or if we look at the home next door, there's nothing on that. So totally up to you. Let's go inside and take a peek. All right, first thing I noticed when I peeked my head in the door is this. Ooh la la. I never seen this. I never seen this in a Caborn. This is a Caborn 16 by 76. And usually the kitchen is the showstopper for this home. But this is amazing. I am loving the fireplace. It does extend and pop this out a little bit, which gives it some dimension and some texture on the walls. This is a Casper cashmere. There goes my door. That is a VOG panel. That means it's 3/8 inch drywall with a vinyl backing over top of that. Another word for that would be panel board. However, over the years, it has gotten much better and doesn't look like wood anymore. So, electric fireplace. Wow, I am just loving how that turned out. This has always been the entertainment focal wall in the Caborn for as long as I've been here. And but adding the fireplace, just really, I love it. I love it. I love it. So let's take a look at what normally is the center point, and that's the kitchen of the Caborn. This customer has opted to go with an urban oak on the cupboards, a Luma marble on the countertop with a laminate backsplash. You can choose a ceramic if you would like also, but you can do this laminate for the whole house for $178. Ceramic, we're talking $326 here, $163 there. So all in all, it ends up being about $1,000 to do the ceramic. We do have accent walls available. This is a Sesame Chateau. And whenever you're looking at a floor plan, guys, here's a little bit of tidbit for you. When there's little X's on the floor plan, that means you can do an accent wall there. Also, let's remember, we can drywall. We can drywall single wide. So if you are okay with a single wide, because 1153 is a lot of square footage, you can get that in a double and less in a double. So if you want to save some money by going single, you can drywall it. All right. We've added an overhead cabinet over the refrigerator. I think that's important to talk about because normally that's a shelf. When you put the cabinet in, it just kind of rounds everything out. I think that's a go for that. And then on the island, this is an optional island, about an $800 island. And then they added the legs for another additional $400. I'm not supposed to give prices, but I know you guys want them, so I'm just going to sneak them in here and there. There we go with the island, extra storage over here. So I think that's a great addition and worth the money there. Harbor light on the floor. This is lino throughout. All of our single wides are, but you can add carpet if you like. Coming into the primary bedroom, nice spacious bedroom, and it does have the area and space for a built-in if you'd like us to add it. That's an optional feature. I will tell you that most people leave that empty and put a dresser there. That's just the reality of it. Walk-in closet, nice and big. Remember, you can always add some extra shelving if you would like to double up your storage. And then we've got an ensuite. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love the medicine cabinets. When you have an extended vanity, how do I say it? Just the visual representation of the length of the cabinet, it just works together. Otherwise, you're gonna have a mirror here and a mirror there. If you're gonna do that, at least make sure you frame out the mirrors because it just takes it up a notch. I wish they would have added a window, but this is not my build. I jump in these homes, I critique everyone, and I shouldn't do that. But anyways, loving the medicine cabinet. We've got 2 sinks. That's standard in this home. And then whenever you have 2 sinks, you're gonna have 2 3-bulb light strips. We do offer a 2-arm vanity light that would hang over and is very classy as well. All right, coming into the bathroom, this is one of the largest bathrooms in the single wides. And it looks like they opted for the walk-in shower, omitted the door, no door. So they're gonna do a curtain rod here. And this bathroom also has a built-in pantry or linen closet, we would call it. And this is one thing that I think people forget about when they're building their homes is, where did the towels go? I'm guilty of that as well. In my home, I didn't think about that, but we ended up with a large closet, so it was okay. Anyways, heading back to the other end of the home, you gotta think about the little things. Where's my toothbrush going? Where's my towels going? Do I have enough drawers here for all of my silverware? Because we've got silverware, we've got spatulas, we've got dish towels, we need a junk drawer, we've got crayons, we've got, drawers over doors is also a great feature to take care of some of those things. You got to think about your lifestyle. If you're a parent, if you work from home, just all the little things take into account. Here's bedroom number 2. And the closet. Heading over to the washer dryer area, you're going to have your main water shutoff. It's going to be inside, no more crawling underneath the home to shut the water off. Also, as a standard feature, we're going to have water shutoffs throughout. Bath number 2. And finally, bedroom number 3. Now, here's an interesting fact about the Caborn. In the 3rd bedroom is where you're going to find the water heater. So if you're going to add a water softener, it's going to go in this closet. So be thinking about that also. And I'm happy to be here with you guys on a Friday, on any day. I sure do appreciate when you watch my videos, and I love it when you reach out. I'm Christina. I'm also the Mobile Home Mama. Thanks for watching.